Hey, Las Vegas. Welcome back to Vegas Realty Check, your local Las Vegas real estate news show. I am Trish Williams.
And I'm Tiana Carroll. Welcome back, you guys.
Yes, we are in the second week of June.
In the middle of our year. That puts us in the middle of our year.
And guys, that means that we have market reports for you today.
That also means that summer's almost halfway over.
No, I thought summer started in July.
It's June.
Yeah. No, but I mean, doesn't it like start in July, August, September? Summer, like in real life, like not Vegas, but like real summer.
Yeah, June, July, August.
Oh, June, July. Okay. All right. Whatever.
Yeah. Vegas summer is like April through October, which I'm totally down for. I love a nice tempered climate.
Yeah. It always stops around Halloween.
Yep.
And that's when it gets cold here.
Yeah, that's like a hard out. Come October 31st, it's like, okay, cold weather from here on out.
Yeah. And in news, not much, except for the Fed met yesterday.
Oh, okay.
But no big news from them.
Yeah.
They said we are keeping things the same. They did say that inflation looks to be under control, or like it's getting under control, and that will eventually go over into them moving, doing adjustments on the rates. But currently, right now, they're erring on the conservative side and keeping everything the same.
Yeah, it almost took 2 years.
Yeah, no jumps up, no jumps down, just the same.
Yep. And then there was also news coming out of the VA about buyer brokerage agreement. Typically, VA loans do not let the veteran pay for buyer brokerage compensation. But now there was a circular 26-24-14 that had a bunch of changes saying that temporarily that veterans will be allowed to pay for, they're advocating obviously for the seller to pay for the veterans charges, but they are allowing veterans to do it if pushes comes to shoves temporarily until everything from that NAR lawsuit gets hammered out and finalized, which could be like our interest rates, right? It could be like another couple years before it all works out in the wash.
Before you figure it all out. So, and I have had a lot of people ask, like, when are all of these changes going into effect? Well, some of them have already started. Like the mandatory brokerage agreements, that already is a thing. We have to have that before showing homes. And that's been, I've had a few people like, what? Why? And I'm like, yeah, this is the way before we even show a home, this is the way that it goes. Because I have had in the past where, if it's someone that I'm meeting for the first time, we'll go out, we'll do our first showing, make sure that we vibe together, that we're okay with working together, and then go into the contract. So I haven't always in the past done it the first day before we show, the first time we meet.
Right.
Now it is before you show, first time you meet, that's the rule. That's how it has to happen. So don't be surprised out there when your agents say that this is the way it works. And those buyer's consultations are really good because that gives you a chance to interview your agent ahead of time and find out what they're offering and what they're doing. So yes, it's not as quick as a process as it was in the past, but this is the way the world is now, and this is how we're getting through it. As far as the changes on the MLS that are going to be removing any compensation co-op offerings.
Yeah, that's not going to be till next month. Yeah.
August 10th.
Oh, did they move it to August 10th?
Yeah, they moved that to August 10th. So those changes will be reflecting in the MLS on August 10th. And then we'll... a lot of people are saying, like, then we'll learn how the real world is navigating. Like, we're all in preparation, right? Like, this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it, and, getting ready for it. But, of course, just like anything, this is a new playing field for us. We'll see how it all operates once it is fully in action. But
just like the Fed's raising the interest rate, we're just going to navigate through it and make it work, and business is still going to happen.
Business is still going to happen. There's no way it's not. And I think that it's going to be not any dramatic changes either. But we'll see as time flows and people get the hang of it.
I sent you the meme the other day that it was all same, different, but same.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the reality. Because the reality is they never said that sellers couldn't pay for the compensation. They just said we couldn't put it in the MLS. So business may not change much at all for anybody.
Yeah, and then coming soon, I'm sure sometime in July. I'm waiting for them to release. The division's going to release us all new forms.
Yay! I love new forms.
More training.
Hey, I do like that. It's important to always keep learning for your brain.
Yeah, well, we do. We have to. We have to do continued education. We have to get trained on the forms that we have. So, yeah, we're going to have all new purchase contracts, all new forms, all new things to work with to reflect this new environment that we're in. So, that's going to be great.
Yeah, that is going to be good. And I'm excited to see what the new forms will actually show with this, with all the changes that they're proposing to make.
Right.
So we'll see what it actually transpires. And like I said, like the interest rate, it's just going to be working it all out.
Working through it.
And it might take 6 months or it might take a couple years, but we got you. We're here for it.
Absolutely. And the other thing, next thing, I mean, we talk about spaceport all the time now. I feel like this is like a spaceport show. No.
Right. We're only here if we're going to space. We're looking to be the first realtors to sell real estate on the moon. So spaceport's important for us.
Well, I do own an acre of property on the moon.
Oh, is that real?
I don't know if it's real, but I have a deed for it. I bought it. I have a deed for it.
That's cool. I don't own any moon space. I do own a bunch of stars.
Yeah. No, I have some moon land.
Nice.
Yeah, so
nice.
We'll see if that holds up in court once they give us access, because I got that years before it was even
right. That
thought
could be
of.
Like your version of crypto. You're like, here's $100. I'll buy the moon.
Yeah. So
10 years from now, it's worth $1 million.
Yeah, we'll see if that's like a legitimate deed. They said it was, but who knows? I mean, I think I paid $20 for it. So.
Then that would be a very good deal.
A very good investment.
I'm gonna go spend $20 because I want.
Well, it's a lot more now. It has appreciated.
You got it bookmarked. You're like, what's my property value? How do you get a CR or how do you get comps for that?
No comps. You just look at what they're currently selling Moonland for, and I was in the early phases.
All right.
The first phase, like new construction, when they were just selling. There was no, So.
I do want to throw out there Las Vegas that if you don't know, it is Restaurant Week in Las Vegas for 3 Square. Do you know what that is?
Kind of. You go to restaurants, they donate to 3 Square.
Very good. Yeah. It is that easy, y'all. It is that easy. And it started, I want to say almost a decade ago. It was, I believe, Bobby Flay was one of the first chefs to put it together, and it supports our local food bank that does all of our 3 Squared food bank. And it's usually June 3rd through the 14th. A lot of the restaurants, when I was going through the list, have extended till the end of the month. Some are the 21st, some are the 23rd, but you get a variety of restaurants on there, right? Anything you're looking for. I think they have 70 restaurants this year. You go, it's like a tasting menu, a prefixed price of like 30, 40, 100, whatever, depending upon the grade of restaurant. And then that money goes to 3 Squared. For those of us who love to eat, it's like Christmas, breakfast, lunch, and dinner at all the places, trying everything. It is so much fun. So if you're in Vegas for the second week of June, make sure you check out the Las Vegas Restaurant Week website and go out there and eat some delicious food.
That sounds awesome.
It is awesome. I love it so much. Yeah. I mean, because it's really cool. Like, I think Bazaar Meats had something for like $150, and you get like a 4-piece tasting menu, and there was Wolf and Sparrow, and I think Mayfair's on. There's so many. It's so many great restaurants. Yay!
Awesome. Sounds delicious.
It is delicious. I can't wait. I'm going to Giada's.
Great. So back to what I was saying about Spaceport. We are going to tour the property.
Oh, you're giving that away. It's not going to be a surprise. Yes, we're touring the property.
We are going to tour the property.
I don't know if property is exactly what we can call it. It
I
might
feel
be
like
just
it's going
land.
to be dirt.
Yeah. We're gonna see the land.
But we'll see when we get there what all it is. They have like a presentation set up for us. We have booked a exclusive tour. So we will be reporting back with some information of what we find out over over there.
Yeah.
So we'll see what's happening, and I'm sure they're going to give us a lot of details on it that we can talk about here.
Yeah, I'm excited about that because it has been like a few weeks in a row. We keep bringing it up because we were searching for it. You went out there.
I went out there looking for it, but now I will actually be able to find it.
I went out there, talked to the locals, got directions, but I didn't go look out there. My time got cut short, but now we'll see it.
Yeah.
In person.
Yeah. So.
Which means you guys will get to know what all the goods are. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You don't want to miss Spaceport.
Yes.
So do all the things with all the buttons, like, share, subscribe, download. Make sure you join us back so that way you get the scoop.
Yes, and it's going to be super exciting touring dirt in the middle of the summer.
Can't wait.
Highly recommended.
Can't wait.
So anyways, our numbers for this week, even though we're going to go into our market numbers that are reflecting the whole month of last month, right now, this week, we are seeing, and I seen it coming. I've been feeling it. Even this slight change, I've been seeing it in the market.
This numbers really show that it's not that much of a slight change.
Yes, and I'm seeing it in the market. Even a little bit of a change. You can see it in the activity, and that change is our inventory is spiking.
Not only is our inventory spiking, because this week we have 3,783 single-family homes, but also our solds. What are they doing?
394.
They're falling. Last week.
That's not a strong number, guys.
That's almost 200. That's like 172, 73 less than last week.
Yeah.
Because last week we were at 572 sold. This week we are at 394 sold.
Yes. I
So maybe
hope
that's that spike
last
in
week was
inventory.
because it was end of month, though.
Yeah.
End of month always has more closings.
Absolutely.
So that
the
could
mad
be
dash
that.
to get in at the end.
But the spike in inventory is making your listings less busy.
Right.
There's a lot less people shopping because
There's options out there.
There's options out there, and when we see inventory grow, there's more choices for buyers. And another sign of inventory growing is there's less buyers that are buying them up right now. So that it's more they're growing before they're selling. So we're seeing that. It's still not a traumatic number, but we are seeing the spike, and I am actually seeing it the repercussions of it actually in the real world and real estate
in the
out
marketplace itself. Now, all that being said, now if we look at the numbers for this last month, you'll see that everything is actually up from the month over it.
Yes, correct.
So that's good.
And we had that slight dip in interest rates last month, which caused a lot of activity.
It
which
did.
If we had, people,
little buzz.
Interest rate head people out there, just that little slight tick can make a difference. So let's get that happening again.
Yeah, but as we always say, don't follow the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't follow the crowd. All the best deals are to be had when you're not following the crowd. So if the interest rates are a little higher, then it's easier to get into a property because there's less competition versus once those interest rates drop, it's like chumming the water. All of a sudden, there's every buyer and their mother in the marketplace.
Yep. And this inventory, this slight spike in inventory is also showing in price decreases, which is at 510.
It is.
Yep.
It is.
And then under contracts look good, 646.
Yep, those do look good. Let's keep those up there. I like when the under contracts stay in that like 600 to 700 range.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes me feel better.
Yes. So let's rewind back to the month of May.
Yes, let's go back in time.
Yes. Okay. So last month, our units sold were up almost 4%.
Yeah.
From the month before.
Yep, we did a total of 2,401 units last month. And that's single family units. That's not counting condos. There was 690 of those sold.
Condos. So that was only up like 1%.
Yeah, but still up.
Still up. Median price up. Again, that low inventories holding those prices really steady.
Yeah.
So the median price of single family units was $473,000, which was up 7%. That's a good number, guys.
That's a good number.
Yeah.
That's the number that all my investors like.
Yeah. Condos and townhouses, 7.3%. Median price at $295,000.
Very nice. It's that one's actually stays close on the price. If you go the median price versus the new listings price, they're pretty even, right? Like the new listings on the average are 295,000, but the actual sold price, 298,000, but the actual sold price is 295,000 for that median price, which is good. But it's almost 25 grand discrepancy in single family homes because they come on the market about 500,000 on the median and then sell for about 473,000.
Right. And new listings, we're seeing those in single family up 20%. So again, told you guys, we're seeing a spike in inventory.
There is those numbers going up.
Yeah, 31, 23.
I don't know if it's a spike in inventory or it just was slow this week.
Yeah, we're seeing a spike, definitely.
Well, we're seeing growth,
and
that's for sure.
Available units is up 6.1%, 3869 in single family. And
which doesn't give us many effective months of inventory,
No,
does it?
no.
We're still playing in that 1.5% mark.
Yeah.
1.5 months,
Yeah, so we're still not, they say it'll take 3 months of inventory to switch to a buyer's market. So we're only halfway there.
But each week we keep getting closer.
Yeah.
Lucky us.
Yeah. So, okay. And then in condos and townhouses, pretty much the same, except for, did you see that effective availability of condos and townhouses is up 42%.
42%.
Wow.
Which is crazy because it's still less than 2 months worth of inventory. We're at like 1.9 months, but still 41% growth in that condos and townhomes.
And I'm wondering too, in new construction, I'm seeing so many condos and townhouses that are hitting the MLS, quick move-ins, because they were rushing to build, and then they got all these specs, and they have all those
and they're all
now
building on
available,
specs.
and they're high priced, they're brand new, they're beautiful, and everything. But I'm wondering if that is actually what's spiking the inventory in condo and townhouse field, is having all those new construction.
Well, it's definitely a contributing factor because you're right. They are all over the place.
All on the MLS. You'll get lists of them, and they're offering incentives and deals and all kinds of stuff to get into those. But yeah, there's definitely a good amount of inventory there.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So we went into listings. We went to availability. Let's talk days on the market.
Okay.
So
which is crazy because our days on the market, if you're not familiar with our market here in the Valley, it moves fast. I always say we're a 30-day market because the majority of business happens within those 30 days.
Yeah, we do typically sell within 30 days.
Yep.
There's sometimes I don't know. I think I always prepare people. I like to prepare for the worst. And
You're like, I like to set those expectations.
Yeah. So I tell people, definitely if we go 90 days on the market and we're not, we haven't got a contract, we have something that we need to
Either
address.
The house isn't being made available, it's in a bad condition, or it's overpriced.
Yeah. So we definitely need to make adjustments at that point. But 0 to 30 days is 70.9% of homes that are selling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
lickety split, they are going quick. And then 31 to 60 days is another 15%, 14.8 if we're being exact.
Mm-hmm. And then getting into that 90-day market, we are looking at 6.5% are selling within 90 days.
After their 91 to 120 is like 3%, and then anything over 121 days is like less than 5% of our market.
Yeah, so that is...
and all of those numbers are eerily similar to 1 year ago. They are all within a couple percentage points away.
Yeah, they are very close. Very close to where we are. The month before in April, we were...
that's almost identical.
Almost identical. And then, May of 2023, very, very, very close.
Very close.
On those numbers. And then in condo and townhouses, 65% are selling in less than 30 days.
Yep.
And 20% of those are taking up to 60 days to sell.
Yep.
And again, I think a lot of that is that new home market that is hitting the MLS. And then 90 days, 7.5%. 120 days, 2%. Wow.
Oh, wait, where'd you, 2%? Where'd you see that? Oh,
Yeah.
there it is.
Yeah, that's a low number.
That is a low number. And then anything over that 121 is less than that 5%. It's actually identical 4.6% both for the condos and the single family residents.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
But it is what our market is doing, and there hasn't been much fluctuation. I mean, if we're looking back to last year, it's almost identical too. So,
yeah. In our growth since April, we have units sold. They have grown in 11% from April of 2024, so just in a month.
which is nuts.
Yeah.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, median price in just 1 month was 1.7%, almost 2%. I mean, this is why this is so interesting to me is because I remember a market at one point in time years ago where they said the average appreciation for a homeowner, the expectation for average appreciation for a homeowner year over year is 5%.
Yep.
And we're seeing 1.7% in 1 month.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen, this market, Vegas is still one of those places that's holding steady and holding strong. Matter of fact, if you go and look at the graphs, we had them in our sales meeting, the trajectory of growth was just up until we had pandemic, and then it skyrocketed. It was a joke. It was like a vertical wall that just went straight up. But then it came down, and that was that like October of 22. And then now, if you line the graphs up again, it's like the pandemic never happened. And then we're on that same upward trajectory.
Right, right. And our average units sold, our average price of units sold, the growth from May 2023 is up 8.7% between April and May.
Exactly. In 1 year, 8.7%.
No. Oh, yeah. 2023. Yep. Yeah. I was like, wait, this is this. Yeah, no. Yep.
Yeah. From
in
where
1
we
year.
are now to where we were last year, there's been an 8.7% growth in condos and townhomes. Single families a little bit less, almost 7%, but that is more than the average that is happening across the country. So. Yay, Vegas.
Right. So our in units sold in single family of 2024, we were actually in April 2024, we were down a little bit.
A little bit,
2.7. So yeah, we're it's one of the things that we heard yesterday.
We went down a little bit. That's plus 2.7%, Missy.
Oh gosh, see, I don't have my glasses on.
Okay, maybe you should do numbers without glasses. No, across the board, we're up.
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing that's just down a teeny tiny hair,
see my
if
plus
you go
signs
to
now.
right, if you just go down into the new listings portion, the number of new listings was up almost 9% from last month, and the median price of new listings was up 0.2%. The only thing that changed was the average price of new listings was down 1%.
Okay, and that's reflective of the price adjustments and everything that we've been seeing. So people are adjusting the price to make it work for the market that we're in.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we heard yesterday in our sales meeting, which was, we always get asked, like, how many foreclosures? Send me a list of foreclosures. So
I love this.
That list
this
would
is my favorite
include
question.
31 homes across the valley.
Which is up.
Yeah, 33%.
It's up 33% on those foreclosures, but that's only because there's 33 foreclosures on the market.
Right, so we could say, yes, foreclosures are up 33%. You're
but
like,
it's
oh my
less
gosh,
than
that's
1% of our market is foreclosures because
so.
that's just not happening. I feel bad because I'm sure you're bombarded with texts and emails from investors all the time going, I'm looking for that off-market property. I'm looking for that off-market property. Yeah, you and everybody else, because there's no such thing as an off-market property really in this day and age. Even fixer-uppers and stuff are still selling at a good market value price.
Yeah, and having 31 foreclosures
not top
on
market value price. I did have a seller contact me and was like, I want top dollar for my fixer-upper. No, you can get market value for your fixer-upper, top dollar for your renovated property. Two different things, but still solid. It's not like people are stealing homes from other people at this point.
No, that's definitely not happening.
Nope.
And short sales, I believe there was 14 on the market.
Yeah.
In short sales.
Yeah,
So
look at it go.
Still a thing out there, but not a big thing.
Yeah, not a big thing considering that, we have low inventory. We're less than 4,000 homes. To have 17 of them as a short sale, that is not a big percentage of our market.
Yeah. And while across the country we are seeing, a lot bigger slowdown in real estate than we are here in the Valley, still an indicator that whatever real estate funk we're in, that we are surviving through, and we're going to come out the other end as soon as the rates drop a little bit.
As we always do. And even if they don't drop, like I said, it doesn't matter.
Well, we're doing well for them
we
being
have
where
a
they are
healthy
at.
economy. We still have growth. You're still making more on the appreciation of your house than you would in most stocks and bonds, unless you play fast and wild. But on the average, when you're growing 5, 6, 7% a year, that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on our market numbers, or you have listener questions, we didn't talk about listener questions this week because we had market numbers. But we will, we had quite a big list of listener questions. That list is thinning out, so send them
dwindling down. Yeah, if you'd like to send us a listener question, make sure you send that to realtycheck.vegas, and that also has our link tree where you'll get all of our socials, so you can join our tribes and community, both for the podcast or individually. Trish and I both.
Yeah. And we look forward to seeing you every week at 9:30-ish.
9:30-ish every Thursday.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next week.
Wait. We didn't even talk about phone numbers.
Oh, sorry.
What if they want to talk to you about the market? How are they going to get to you?
No, I'm trying to say bye too fast.
You're like, I'm out of here.
So if you need to get a hold of me, my phone number is 702-308-2878. I'm Trish.
I'm Tiana, and I'm 379-9948. If you have any questions you have about the market, if you want to talk about what's going on, you want to know your house value, what you need to prepare for, anything like that, we are here for you always, because we both come from a place of contribution, and we appreciate you for joining us and joining our tribe.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Have a great week. Bye, Vegas.